Hey Internet, I'm Jenna and this is Let's Talk. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite shows in comparison to religion. And one of my favorite shows is Game of Thrones. It's the most amazing show ever, and spoiler, don't watch it because I don't know what I'll say. So if you watch Game of Thrones and you're not caught up like I am, or whatever, don't watch this video. If you're still watching, then you kind of dug yourself a hole, and don't blame me for spoiling something. So, in Game of Thrones, as you know, there's I think it's like the three main religions that we mostly know. The New Gods, the Old Gods, and the Lord of Light. Now, am I the only one that sees that, I've never read the books because I'm not a big reader, but watching the show, am I the only one that thinks that the author of the books and the creator of the show get the little, the kind of the undertone message that they're trying to give with the whole Lord of Light thing? Like, I don't think it's just some just random storyline that the author threw in there and the director is keeping in there. Maybe I'm overthinking things, because I tend to do that, but I think it's got a bigger, broader statement. So hold on with me here. If you're thinking I'm crazy, then sorry, but just hang in there for a minute. You've got the two old and new gods, right? Now, we don't really know much about the gods and too much about the religion because they don't really get into that much, especially with the old and new. You know, you've got the tree, and then, you know, you got the star in the King's Landing castle where they pray and stuff like that. So you get it. They have a religious, but they're polytheistic. They have multiple gods. And for the most part, you don't see too much conflict between these two religions. Like, people like, he worships the new gods. He worships the old gods. Get with it. The new gods is where it's at. But you don't see too much conflict there. And then here comes the Lord is light, for the night is dark and full of terrors. You get these crazy ass bitches who believe in one true God. Lord of Light is the one true God, okay? Where does that sound familiar? Let it process. 2, they're burning people for not believing in their religion. Where does that sound familiar? They're using scare tactics. The night is dark and full of terror, and the Lord of Light is the only one who will protect you to make people believe. Where does that sound familiar? So do you kind of see, I mean, there's a couple other reasons why I make this comparison between most monotheistic religions now, like Christianity and Islam and Judaism, or the technical term, or whatever. But you kind of see where I'm making this comparison between the Lord of Light and our modern day monotheistic gods. And I would really, if I got the chance, I would really like to talk to the author about this, and maybe he or she, because I forget what gender the person was who wrote the book, because I don't read the books, and you know, I'm not quite sure. I think it was a dude. I'm sorry if you guys slander me for not being a true fan. But I'm gonna do some online research and try to see videos if anyone at like anime convention, or not anime conventions, but you know, Comic-Con and stuff like that, have asked him that question, him or her, because I don't remember. You know, because maybe I'm just crazy for seeing it, but I really do see some kind of, like, he's trying to get this point across that, hey, these bitches are crazy, and who else do we know in real life that acts just like that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm crazy, but just the way that the red woman talks, I forget her, Melisandre, I think that's her name, I always forget her name, but the way that she acts, the way that she talks, the way she manipulates King Stannis, and the way that she kind of like turned his wife crazy, and the way the religion has gotten to his wife so much that she was like, I'm so happy she gave you a demon baby. But she doesn't know it's like creepy demon baby. But she's like, I'm so happy. I'm not mad that you cheated. You know, she gave you a son. And the way that, oh my gosh, when they burned those guys on the stake, and the wife was like, did you see it? Did you see it? I saw the Lord of Light come down and take their souls. She's kind of crazy. Really crazy. And how Thanos' wife kind of hates their daughter because their daughter sticks to the other gods. Doesn't that sound familiar? And the way that Melisandre comes in, she's like, you have a lot of questions, don't you? I see this comparison, and I want to know if it was purposeful or if it was just kind of something that I was like, oh, I guess so. So let me know what you think if you watch Game of Thrones. There's also a video, I think it's called Game of Thrones versus Atheism, and it's not actually verses, it just kind of shows my point. It just kind of shows a bunch of clips from the show showing like the 7 gods and then all the people who worship the one true God, Lord of Light, and how much they say it, and they show clips that kind of nudge at maybe the show is trying to get at something. So check it out. If I find it, I'll put a link in the description box for you. It's kind of cool and it made me laugh. So yeah, bye.